Today, I welcome you to a new English edition of my program, The World in the Pocket. And this time, everything revolves around very large animals, around elephants, the national animal or the national symbol of Thailand. In Chiang Mai, in the north of Thailand, I welcome Naipapon Hattakarn, the president of the CARE Project Foundation, looking after welfare of elephants and more. Hi, Tani, if I may say so.
Yeah, like please call me Tani. Hello, สวัสดีค่ะ Yeah,
How many elephants live these days in Thailand? Can you name
in
them?
Thailand, so we have two kinds of elephants. So it's like the wild elephants and the domesticated one. So like the domesticated one has been together with like the people since they're born, and like it's approximately around 3,000 to 4,000 of each type.
Mhm. Okay, and your biggest project are certainly your elephant jungle sanctuaries. Why were they needed in the first place? Were hunter after these elephants, or were they abused on farms where they were working? Why you opened them?
It's like with like because like the elephants have been together with like the Thai history for like a really long time, like since the war, and like since like they also use as like a transportation animals like horses. And
Mm.
then so it's like we get used to the elephant. I mean, like it's like horses for you guys, right? And then yeah, but at one point like we're starting to realize that okay, so um the elephants are not being taken care that well, like to be honest, in those times. Because like people are just getting used to it, like even though it's like a symbolic animal of Thailand, but then it's like people are not the and I mean like the welfare in Thailand is not that, like it's not that important before, but now it's like we're trying to raise the awareness about the welfare of the animal, the welfare of like people who are taking care of it. And then that's why like we have coming together in this project, that like okay, we're trying to make the welfare of the animal to getting better. It cannot be just us, but like also for like other people that like would support us too.
Mhm. And how long these sanctuaries exist already?
um we started in two, like for the Care Project Foundation, we started in 2018. That like okay, we're starting to like support the like the mahout, like the mahout is like the elephant caretaker, and then it's not like mahout elephant and like the community that like that involved with their elephants too.
Mhm. So how many sanctuaries are there, and how can I support them? As a tourist, I understand I can visit them, but what else I can do? Can I work?
um Yeah, so as for the Care Project Foundation, we do have like a volunteer program. So like when you come, like joining the volunteer program, you get a chance to, for example, like be like elephant caretaker. So we also offered like the vet volunteer program. So for like maybe a students who are like learning like veterinarian in other countries, and then they would like to experience like being an elephant doctor here in Thailand. We also like having some cases like that. So like for those cases, they will get a chance to talk with like our own veterinarian too, like about like discussing the cases, about how to taking care of the animals, and like but for non-vet volunteer, like they still get a chance to maybe like not just observation, but like do some easy physical examination to be reported to the vet.
Mhm. And as a tourist, can I come to visit the sanctuary?
Yeah, in terms of tourists, like the our partner is Elephant Jungle Sanctuary. So as a tourist, you can come and join, like do the day program, or like maybe a day, half day, or like 2 nights. We have in 4 locations across Thailand. So one in Chiang Mai, the northern part, and
Mm.
then one in Pattaya. It's close to Bangkok. I think you've heard of that, right? and then Phuket and Samui, like these two are in the southern part. So around almost like 100 elephants that are under our care.
100 in total or 100 in every?
100 in total, but like we are expecting more.
So which kind of elephants you take?
So we're not just only taking like like the kinds of elephant we take is like 100% domesticated, or like what you call captive elephants. So like we in Thailand, like the laws, like we cannot take the wild elephant in any cases. Like they are like totally separated. And then like as term of like the domesticated one, we're not own all the elephants, but then like because the elephant's gonna have like an owner that like being an owner of elephant, and then by promoting the welfare and like making everyone know that like we are like legit one, like that like okay, we really taking care of it, and like we're trying to make everyone see that like it's not just like we're trying to do good things in front and then we do bad thing in at the back, but then it's like we're really taking care of them. So like by doing so, like it's like also the word of mouth within the elephant's owner, and then it's like they want the elephant to be happy, and then they know that like if they bring elephant to the sanctuary, the elephant would like get a proper care.
They like humans, yeah. They are very like in touch with humans, elephants, are they? And they recognize humans, so they will know you.
Because like as I have mentioned, like the captive elephant has grown together with humans like since they were born. So in that case, it's like, so since they grow up with human, and then like for the captive one that we have like the elephant caretaker, so they get used to humans, and in many ways, like both like through smells, through like by touching, so it won't be harmful.
Yeah. And do you have like clinics as well where vets are looking or traveling around and looking when they are ill, and that they get special medical care?
Yeah, so for the Care Protect Foundation, it's not just like we're supporting the elephants in the elephant jungle sanctuary, but like we also like support elephants in other camps too. Like not through like the medical support, like for some camps they only want the like the medicines and stuff. And then we also like we'll launch the new project later that called like elephant mobile clinic. We also did it in Chiang Mai before, and now we're like going to expand into Phuket location. That like okay, we're gonna have like our own vet team, and then like go visit like and then do health checkup for elephants in other places in Thailand.
Elephants can become very old, yeah. So if they're really old already, is there like a system like hospice for them?
Yeah, so it's like the elephant lifespan is pretty close to people, so around approximately like 80 years, 90 years, and like some could live longer like human. And then like so the older one like the grannies in human, so like they will like a little bit slow, but then like the elephants are like the socialized animals, so like they have to like hanging out with friends, like do something together with friends. So like being in a sanctuary, so it's not just like we separate each elephant into like one, but then instead like we give them socialize, and then it's like they're talking around. Like we can sometimes hear like them actually like talking, but then we don't understand.
Very interesting. So your focus in your foundation is not only on the elephants, but very much on the community in the villages as well that work with elephants. Yeah, what projects you have there for the communities?
Like for the communities, it's like we in some parts of Thailand, it's not as like developed yet, and then we're trying to help support them in in many ways, like for example, like in terms of like the education, in terms of like also like the medical supplies too. And yeah, like we're trying to approach them and then give them what they really want that they might not have. Like, and also tomorrow we're giving out like the donations to about like 40 people, like like the very old people in like a very far village in Thailand.
Mhm.
Yeah, like to like also yeah, like mainly about the medical support.
Yeah, you mentioned already the mahouts, so the caretaker of the elephants. Um, do I need or do they need a special education? Are you helping there as well?
Um, like for the mahout, like in terms of the education, um, it's not mandatory in Thailand, but then like raising an elephant could take like a generation to generation. So it's like they grew up together with them and like they get used to each other. And then it's not like for the elephants, mahout is not just like someone who take care, but like the elephant consider them as like the family member. So like they're really close to each other and like they're really taking care of each other, right? And then but like in terms of dedication in Thailand, it's not mandatory. But then like what we like the Care Project Foundation would like it happened. So we trying to like have a session like once in 2 or 3 months, that like the mahouts can have a chance to talk with like the veterinarian about, okay, so these are the problems that we are facing, and then so what are the reasons, and then also we have like a deeper physical examination. Is like a checklist for the mahout. So like for them to like actually observe and then like maybe see and then report it to the vet, and then like we could like remotely discussing about the issue too.
I
And like these like by having like these kind of like the session and then that about the checklist and stuff, I mean like the mahout already learned something, because um there are traditional way of taking care of the elephant, and then also there's also like the scientific way, right? And we're trying to join them into the middle, maybe not too traditional and like maybe not too scientific, because like we really want like the way of raising an elephant in Thailand to be preserved.
Mhm. How do you see the situation of the elephants in Thailand? Has the situation improved? Uh, what you know from history and how it looks today?
Yeah, so in the beginning of the year, I have joined like it's like a elephant conference about in Thailand. So like surprisingly, what I've heard from the conference is that the number of the wild elephants increased during COVID. So like this can also say that okay, so maybe the forests are improved, or like the the number increased, or like the number of herd, the number of the elephant is increased by like almost 500 elephants, like for the wild one. So maybe it's a big number, right? Just for 2 years.
Maybe
Yeah,
because people weren't there so much around.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Like as for the wild elephants, and then maybe there's no much of like deforestation,
Mm.
so maybe it's a good thing. And then like for the domesticated one, I mean the number is like pretty the same with like pre-COVID, but then maybe a little bit increased. And then so I think like the future of like the elephants in Thailand are like more into maybe like it's like we're trying to be the pioneer of like taking care of the elephant, right? So we can see like from even in Chiang Mai, it used to be like the riding camp and like mainly on the riding camps and like the show camps. But then like the Elephant Jungle Sanctuary, our partner, like that they're starting to like change the program to like taking care of the elephants, like feeding the elephants and like bathing. And then now right, even now today, other camps are trying to change the way of like their how they manage their camps too. So I mean it's a good sign, right? So people are more aware of like the problem.
Mhm. And are they still so much needed as workers elephants these days in Thailand?
Can you repeat the question again?
Are the elephants needed so much as workers, so as helpers, as in the past, or are they become
Okay.
unemployed already?
Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, so there are some like in terms of like the workers, it's still not that illegal, like to make the elephants to do like the logging camp. Yeah, it's still legalized though. But then, so some people still decided to use the elephant for like logging is like dragging the logs like into the inside the wood, right? And then some people are still do it that way. And but most of the, because elephant they eat a lot, like for example around 10% of their body weight, so they should have like some kind of an activities for the elephant to involve in, to make sure that like there's enough food, there's enough support for the elephants to eat. Just daily is already like a lot, right? So I don't think there's a lot of like the unemployed one, except they have enough supplies in their home or something.
And what's about tourists? Do we have, as a tourist, have to re-sing about the life of elephants?
Yeah, I mean, it's what we're trying to achieve. Like we're trying to make everyone realize that like, okay, so this is not just the new trend, not just like the new marketing trend, but then it's what we really have to concern about. So it's like for the elephants, like living with Thai people for such a long time, we have to really taking care of them, right? So here, like you can see them like being happy, playing the mud and something. Yeah, so this is like what we're trying to do, like as a symbolic animal in Thailand too. And like for the tourists, I mean, it's really a pleasure for us to like for you guys to come and like visit and then think about like the elephants in Thailand. So, but yeah, like that. I mean, taking care of the animal is a good thing. Like welfare is what's supposed to have in not just the elephant, but then like animal welfare, and then like for it as a whole, like you know what I mean, right?
Okay. I hope I can in the near future visit you and your projects. Would like to see how the elephants are doing. At this point, I want to say thank you very much for your talk, and all the best.
You too.
She is here and they are here. I've got the world in my pocket. And I like it. The vibe is up. She is here and they are near. I've got the world in my pocket. I've got the world in my pocket. I've got the world.